Welcome back. Kat Charlotte Fires, therapy dog, has been making a difference in the department since 2021, and now her first handler is working to make sure other departments have their own four-legged friends to lend a listening ear.
The newly formed Canine Rescue Foundation's mission is to provide therapy dogs to veterans and first responders, and right now they're focusing on departments impacted the most by Hurricane Helene.
Founder Rick Dunton and a very special guest join us this morning. And Rick, you're already making good on your promise to give these therapy dogs a new home. And Hope right here is going to a Saluda County Fire Department that really needs a lot of therapy and hope right now, right?
That's right. Throughout Hurricane Helene, they lost 2 members responding to, during the storm. And when we first started this foundation, you know, we're working on funding, we're working on all that, but we said we're not going to sit and wait for a good time to help. We're going to help now. So we promised to every department that lost a member that we would train a therapy dog for them. And Saluda County was the first ones to take us up on that. So we have Hope.
I mean, she's the cutest thing. We're all dog lovers, right? So we all love animals. Talk about the sort of the needs when it comes to first responders and veterans, the high stress demands, and why the connection with a dog. Why is that so magical?
So it's always been a high stress job, but I particularly think that since COVID and more so now than ever, we're asking more out of our first responders than we ever have. And I've seen firsthand through my work with Charlotte Fire Department and my own training company that having these guys around, just it helps. It helps release oxytocin, serotonin, dopamine, all your feel-good hormones. And it helps just take the edge off of a hard tour with with their first responders. It can help kind of heal a little bit. And people love dogs, like you said.
Yeah.
It's hard not to be happy and just kind of, it releases some stress just to pet a dog. She has the softest ears, by the way.
I can't stop touching them.
Jason's already into
I'm
it.
sorry, Hope.
But Rick, you had the chance with other first responders to actually go to areas ravaged by Helene. What was your experience like in actually seeing the need for someone like Hope?
I mean, the areas have just been devastated. I mean, you guys have been covering that. People have seen that. To go out there and see it firsthand was a whole nother experience. And my time as a first responder, you know, I saw some stuff that was pretty crazy, but nothing on the scale of this. And so knowing that we have these departments that have been affected, knowing that there's that need there, it was a no-brainer for us to say, hey, we're going to help.
Obviously, you know, we talked about Kat and the reaction there. What is it like when you're able to bring this into a department and watch the guys who, I mean, we're talking about grizzled guys going in there, risking their lives, and they turn into a mush like Jason when you get a puppy, right?
That's it.
It's, I mean, I can't fault them. I get it. It is, you can almost count on it. It's, you know, it's going to be the toughest guy in the room that kind of sits there, and that's the one that's going to get down on the floor and love on the dog. It's always great to see. You know, I have said that I never would have thought that the highlights of my career would have been walking around with this little golden retriever here, but it really is. It's been one thing after another. It's just been fantastic to see.
I mean, look at that face. First of all, let's set the record straight, Rick. I am not the toughest, grizzliest guy in the room. I am a sap, so it didn't take me much to get down on the floor with her. Okay, so she's only about 5 months old. You've only had her for a week. I mean, look at that. She's got a sister. Can we talk about her specific mission, where she's going, and how you see that connection going forward?
Sure. So she's going to Saluda County. Like I said, they had lost 2 members. She's going to go and be with the county chief, so she's going to be able to deploy all around the county to be used with all of the first responder groups there and some of the other public agencies too. I mean, Saluda County has a phenomenal plan for how they want to use her. They've already got her out on their social media, Hope the Hero. So they're going to do fantastic things with her, and the hope is that with people seeing this, you know, that we can get some of those corporate donations in, that we can get some help with fundraising, and that some of these other departments that we made the offer to will realize that we're serious and we're going to do this.
Well, yeah, so you're already following up. You've started this foundation literally 2 weeks ago, but you have an announcement for another department that's going to get another version of Hope.
That's right. So the Fairview Fire Department in North Carolina has also taken us up on that. They lost Battalion Chief Tony Garrison during the storm, and I've been talking with their fire chief, and he wanted to think about it, wanted to make sure it was the right decision for them, but now they're getting very excited. So the search is on. We're looking for a good, suitable candidate like Hope for them, and as soon as we get him, we'll be underway.
Look, we asked for a lot of donations for people in Western North Carolina, people impacted by Helene. And obviously, I mean, first of all, it's hard to pay attention when Hope looks so adorable. But this obviously costs money, right?
Yes.
So how can people help? Because I'm sure people are looking at this home. They're falling in love with Hope as they're watching her take a nap right there. How can they help?
So the best way to donate is to go on to canineresponderfoundation.com. We have a tab right there for donate. This whole package, when we talk the dogs, the equipment and everything, we want to set these departments up for success. We're talking $8,000 to $10,000 is what that costs for each dog. For the dog, for the training, for all the equipment, all the startup stuff, and to not burden this department. Or when we're talking about the service dogs, to not burden that end user with the initial cost of getting them the support that they need.
Rick, can you give us a quick example, maybe from a veteran or a first responder? Maybe they've had difficulty verbalizing the PTSD or whatever they've seen or going through, but somehow with the connection of a dog, sometimes words don't have to be said. Has there been a moment from someone that you can give us an example of, you know, this helped them break through some kind of barrier that maybe they were having since going through, you know, whatever they went through?
Sure. So one of the first service dogs that I trained was for someone who has become a very dear friend to me. He's actually one of my team members on my training company, and he, at the time, he couldn't even be out in public. He had a daughter that he wanted to be with, and he was just having a hard time just struggling with his battle. And having that partner, that dog to stand beside him, help encourage him to get out in public, help encourage him to go and do new things, and together they make each other so much stronger, and that's been really cool to see.
It's so fun, and just the connection with the dog means everything. And it's fun to watch people come out of their shell and the transformation that they undergo. How long does training take?
So with the therapy dogs, we're looking at anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay.
Really, it's a well-behaved dog. We pick them for their right personality. Obviously, you can see pretty relaxed dog.
Yep.
She's greeting everybody in the green room. So we're just getting some good manners on her, and then the key to that is that we're going to teach her handler how to grow and maintain. That's the same way that I learned how to do everything that I know how to do that I learned with Kat. We're going to teach that handler the same way.
Rick, we appreciate you stopping in there. Hope you can continue to get some rest because you got a lot of healing that you're going to do, a lot of work ahead. Rick, we appreciate you so much. And again, you can help on that GoFundMe.